Why you want to build a brand? I always wanted to, create things like all my life. I always wanted to I've never created things all my life. I would even say I always wanted to because I've always been since I was, little. I always let my imaginations I lived more in my head than I actually lived in the real life. And maybe about 5 years ago, I picked up interest in clothes and yeah, creative directions and being a creative director and stuff. And yeah, I wouldn't really say I'm the best designer or anything. I'm not trying to be. I'm not. I think there's a lot of talented designers and would be from even where I'm from. And yeah, but I think I have a different approach and idea of how a lot of things should be, including a brand. So yeah, you don't necessarily, whoever's watching this video, you do not have to be a fashion designer. You don't have to need to know how to cut pieces to get there. So to own a brand, start a brand, build a brand, you do not one thing I'm gonna say, any creative, to survive as a creative, whatever as a creative, whatever you're doing as a creative, the number one, the number one thing, nobody's gonna tell you, but I'm gonna tell you. Personally, I think that any good creative should have is good taste. That is so important. I'm gonna I'm gonna try to explain it not very long, but I'm just gonna try to explain. You do need that good taste because you could be able to get the colors done. You could be able to paint, and you get a chance to paint and you just get the colors all fucked up or all messed up, and it's not a good color pattern because you don't have good taste. You used green and yellow, and you're not supposed to use green and yellow. In that instance, you use that and this. You're not supposed to use that and this. But you can paint. Everybody knows you can paint, but that's an ugly ass painting. Let me keep it like that. You painted it, but that's an ugly ass painting. And there's this other guy, he knows an eye for good stuff. He knows how something's supposed to be. He knows okay, this goes with this, this goes with this. He doesn't know how to paint as much as you do, but he just knows that this goes well and this goes well, because at the end of the day, this is what humans want. We creative world, you just have to make beautiful things, things, and I think that is what most important about creating a brand. This could go in different places. You could have a taste for something else, taste for this, that. It doesn't have to be general, but that niche, you're using, you have above average taste for it. That's why I think neurodivergence, they do well in the creative space, because they basically have this, would I say, more than surface level knowledge about almost everything. So as a creative, I think that is very important, having a surface level understanding of everything. So starting a brand, you could be the best designer, and you lacking in some other parts and it's not gonna work. but you just need everything to be balanced, and for that to happen, for me, I think you just have to have good taste to make good decisions and stuff like that. So basically, that's one. Back to why I'm starting the brand. You know, I already started off like 3 years, 2022, yeah. Went by ZHG, and we had a run like, you know, from 22 like to 23, like that was the last drop. Yeah, we're gonna talk about maybe more about the old brand like as things goes by, but that's not really why I want to talk. But so yeah, and I took the break and I'm back, I guess. And my point now is I want to start this because between those break, I think I got better, and I think that like I have the chance of like I'm just gonna say I have the chance of like, you know, being like one of the best to like do this and have done it. And you know, someone asks me like where do you see your brand, like what would you see like when it's out, and simply I want to be the best like out. I want to be the best like out of this country. Like I want to be the best in the world. If that's attainable. Like, you know, you just have to think you want to be the best for you. Like to actually get up there. Like, you know, there's a lot of space and room for everybody. But like only people in that space are people that think they are the best. So like that is what I'm thinking. And making this video, I'm gonna say that I'm not using any like Nigerian brands templates or any brands template, you know, trying to do what a brand have done before. Everything here is solely recorded in the idea of, you know, showing how, you know, unique ideas that I get and make with my team pays off. So yeah, shout out to like all the brand doing that thing now. Yeah, but you could say you started a brand and there's at least 1,000 more brands. Like basically you could click this video and be like, oh, another guy is trying to start a brand. Like everybody wants to start a brand. Almost everybody. Like people not even starting the brand, they ain't starting the brand because they don't have the money. Like if they do, they're starting it. So it's a very important question to ask yourself why you're doing this, why you want to start a brand. Like if it wasn't cool, would you be doing it? Like, you know, if you want, like, do you have other motives like about the brand stuff? Do you have other motives like coming in, starting a brand? So you ask yourself like, that's a very important question. Like that's not a question that I can answer like on the video or anything, but I think that's a question that like you should ask yourself. And yeah, and